All right, guys. We're gonna do Binsky versus Riser. We're doing Binsky versus Riser, I guess. I wanted Maples and Nina. I wanted Maples or Nina and... Oh, thanks for following, Wrecker. All right. You were banned by Skylar. Hang on. All right, we're getting into StarCraft mode. I wasn't supposed to have music, but you know what? I won't be in the VOD. Oops. Oops. I had a thing that goofed me up here. Apologies for that. Anyway, who cares? We're going on to games. I just need to do some moderation quick. Wrecker is not... supposed to be banned. It's Rocker. If Skylar bans you again, let me know. All right, so we're getting Binsky versus Riser. All right, let's see. Binsky versus Riser. In our first series. At the request of Rocker and some other people. Sorry for the scuffness. I know I had to cut music short, but we're already into a match. And we'll get this set up. One day I'll have this more streamlined yet, but I think we got this set up a little bit alright. Should be a great series. So many players in NA. I mean, guys, this closed qualifier. It's a shame we don't have as many people. I wish in like Korea and stuff. So Hanmano, how long are you in Japan for? I wanted to catch Nina and Nina and M. Canning, but we got a good series coming up. I thought I'd have more time. It was my bad. Getting a little under the weather. Okay, here we are. Unfortunately, not starting out the best one of most notoriety. These guys are really good players, and I like them both, but I'm teasing them. They're gonna be like, wow, way to make us feel like crap. Response, how's it going, Parmigiano? I know we like to get the underdog side here, but let's be real here. The Can Man and Nina would be fun. You never watched Star Wars? Oh, I'll leave my chat. Han Mono, you're gonna get minus like 10 points for not watching Star Wars in my tournaments. What up, Parm? I'm only teasing. And guys, we have our first series. I said I was going to be professional, and guess what? We already threw that out the window of the North American qualifiers number 2 on Data C. In the purple, give it up for life. Team Gosu Pros. Riser in the purple. Apologies for that. And his opponent in the bottom left from License to Kill. In the blue, it is Binsky, who now just goes by Bin. Okay, already a little early Scouterino from Mr. Riser, and we are going to have a gateway going down right to kick it off. Discord, just type in my Discord, Han Mono.
Game paused.
Oh man, we already have some stuff going on. And it's all right. But good to see you guys. Your girlfriend knows Chadam Barim. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Sorry, I had to light my candles here. That's because that noise you were hearing. You know, totally.
Game resumed.
We're getting cast in mode slowly but surely. It is what it is. We're going to have some fun today with these matches. It's a 1-1-1 opener already from Binsky, and Riser is going to get the scout if he does not throw his pro away. I do like the harass. He did force a couple more SCVs off as they were going for gas, but it's going to mess with his minerals. Is not going to be able to get the probe out in time unless he recalls. He's probably going to take him in there, be a pest again. Oh yeah, does he get the kill? He's forcing a... Yeah, he's forcing a couple SCVs off. That all adds up, especially if you're cheesing. So, a Riser with actually a pretty good opener. Jeez, Louise, we got lag. Here we get a special request to get these guys covered. You guys are killing me. Imagine. I could have just went to Nina and M. Canning. Next time I'm going with... I might just switch series now because of that. I'm switching series. I'm going to Nina versus M. Canning because we had issues on the other side. In case Riser has issues. That's the whole reason why. I'm just like, come on, I'm not gonna deal this. Nina versus the Can Man. I apologize, friends, but we're not going to waste time on people with computer issues. Nina versus the Can Man. That shit happens. But you know what? We're going to continue on anyway. We get a legendary matchup here. Nina versus M. Canning. Sorry, Binsky and Riser. And, yeah. Clutch just put out an album, The Fisherman, saying very cool stuff. So it just so happens we're gonna do a prediction. Got a Protoss versus Protoss this time. I'm sorry, guys. Riser is having some connection issues, so that's a big thing. I did want to catch this match, but Binsky and Riser are two really good dudes, and I enjoy both their games. I think it's going to be a banger of a series, but I don't want us to be stuck in internet connection problems because I've been having enough of my own, so I decided to swap series because I figured that's the best way to go about it. And here we are. Wrecker, I'm sorry about that. They're working it out. You guys take a look at the bracket if you haven't, as we get rolling into here. And here we are spawning in the bottom left. Give it up from Captain America himself in the red. It is M. Canning. And representing License to Kill in the blue, give it up for Nina. And we are starting off on Data C. Ironically, again, oops, sorry about that. For some reason, I thought we didn't have sound, even though I heard it. But that's okay. Nina's probe kind of going into a little bit of an epileptic seizure in a patrol path over there. And welcome everybody. Again, and now we're going to restart it and say the DreamHack Atlantis StarCraft 2 Masters 2022 closed qualifiers. It's going to resolve who is going to advance on to the regionals. From the regionals, the main event in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know if anybody is, to be honest, now, sadly. Would have loved to have covered it, but given the technical issues, we hopped on to another series. I was trolling them earlier, but then after Four Risers having some issues. Anyway, it's going to be a little bit of harassing each side. Going to be a one-gate expand, which is the meta from both of them. We already do have core first. We might see a Stargate out of either of the player. See who's greedier and who's more Stargater, but Nina has been opening Stargate quite a bit lately, as we've seen. Absolutely, guys. Thank you guys for coming, but I'm sorry to my friends that were hoping for the other series. We didn't want to deal with any more waiting around and resume from replays and stuff like that. At least we get a consolation prize of legendary players. And if you're new here, again, as every Twitch streamer says, please smash that follow button. We just started breaking past the 3,000 followers here. We just noticed the other day. How are you guys doing? Anyway, Zealot is forced out from both players. So we are going to see the Stargate before Nexus. Nexus probably going down at about the same time for both of them. I'm canning a smidge before if he's right on it. Yeah, it is going to be a little before. You need to build in a probe right then, which set her back. Oh, yeah, she's going to have a couple second delay to it, but is going to open with a Stalker first is why. Actually, she's going to have a Stalker versus the Adept. Is she in position? She's in position for the wall, and, well, she has enough resources just now to block it. Well, no, she doesn't anymore. Oh, she's going to get that block. And even saves the probe, so the Adept's going to get nothing done. Going to shade out and continue to be a bit of a harasser. It's going to be Phoenix versus Phoenix opener. To cancel on the battery. Actually, was that a kill? Oh, it was a battery. That was a cancel. A very weird animation. Adept's going to go all the way back home for M. Canning with the Zealot. He's going to have a Zealot, a Stalker, and a Phoenix or two. But Warp Gate's going down for both. I don't think we're going to see a Phoenix versus Phoenix game here, which is I'm kind of thankful for. I don't know about you guys. But welcome everybody. Good copy pastas in chat. I want to see more like it's the ESL mainstream. Hopium that Dave gets on again. Yeah. All right, we are going to start off with a few Phoenixes from each, but I think we are going to transition into Blink Stalkers. Ooh, Phoenix has got the Adept, but it is not going to be intercepted. No, they're going to go right for it. Let it shade in. I don't know if that was the move, Nina. She's going to lose a worker or two. She could have at least broke the psionic transfer, right? But it is going to get a worker kill, but for a death, not really worth it in trade just for one worker. Obviously, but we are going into the Twilight a little quicker for Nina. M. Canning is going to go double Stargate, so very likely to be double Stargate Phoenix from the Can Man. And we'll see who goes for the third base a little quicker. One Stalker in defense, but Nina has some Phoenixes of her own with the Stalkers. Warping in, she should be fine. But she hasn't gotten a full scout of the double Stargate tech. M. Canning is going to he's going to eventually see that it's Twilight, so Nina is going into Blink. Neither player rushing their third just yet, of course. The one Zealot going into fight. from the can man. So is he going to go into Phoenix Disruptor most likely? Is my assumption. He might just be getting the Robo for... Nah, he's going air weapons. He's just going Sky Toss. So we'll probably see Anion Pulse Crystals into carriers and the works. Zealot versus Zealot. There we go, guys. That's what we wanted to see. Yeah, and get those predictions in if it's still active. I think it's just down. I'm canning with a lovely Phoenix count, but Nina is getting that blink. Does have some Phoenixes to kind of contend with the others for a little bit. I'm canning going for the Forge. And Nina does get her third base down a little quicker. Phoenix is actually have enough energy and enough units to contend with the Stalkers, but nah, Nina's army supply is pretty good. Good pulverize in there. It's going to take a minute to get everything grouped up together, but Blink's going to finish third base and be considerably faster than Ab Cannings. He's going into +1 ground weapons and air weapons, so he's going to be in a good spot for bet going into Immortals. Or at least Immortals at first, but I have a feeling he's going to go Phoenix Disruptor into carriers, of course, but Nina may be able to punch a little quicker. He's going to be behind in upgrades, but we'll see what happens here and how many gateways we get down. I'm canning going for the brute force upgrade kind of Protoss mech Sky Toss army. How you doing, everybody? And welcome new folks. Danny's Evil, Hestenig, thank you for the follows. Alright, Nina just now getting into +1 ground weapons, but it's going to finish quite behind M. Cannings and going for a Robo of her own. She's all the air and is going to start to contend with this. M. Canning doing a little switcherino, getting the Twilight Council. But maybe he's just preparing for potential for late game or an earlier carrier transition. Phoenixes are going to buy him a lot of time, though. Nina's transfer probes to the natural. I don't know. She just pulled him to gas. She does have the massive army supply advantage, but that's a damn lot of Phoenixes. And the Immortal Sentry backup with a few units and some static is going to hold her back a bit. All right, Nina going to charge into Charge Lot Archon. Immortal Archon Charge Lot with Blink Stalkers. Standard Protoss ground army. Feeling like a PvP already. And a little bit of a wanky one for how it's going to pan out in fights. But yeah, they're both pretty even on workers. Nina going for the earlier fourth base, though. And is going to be able to saturate her gases as soon as they're done. All right. Not much happening just yet. Nina is going to send her Phoenixes across to try to get some scouting information. That one Zealot from earlier from M. Canning, who he is going to have charge. Actually, does Nina's not researching charge. The Can Man is going to have charge going down. And, well, yeah, let's see what happens. Some worker killed from Nina. She's going to obviously lose those 3 Phoenixes, but they are going to chisel away some of the health on them before they go down. Fourth base. Getting a little pressure from the token charge lot. Nina forgetting charge again. Nina, get the charge. Oh, no, this could be a disaster. In some engagements. Because M. Canning is getting to a point where he has a big enough economy. He's going into Dark Shrine. He's doing all the Protoss things. And he is going to have an upgrade advantage. All right, Nina going double Forge, though. I do like this. A decent response going into shields. So, hopefully, he's hoping that'll kind of even out a bit. And Phoenixes are kind of expensive trades. Oh, Nina going to get right on top of it. Target firing the damaged Phoenixes. She gets 3 Phoenixes for free. Because the Can Man was busy macroing. Oh, and now at this point, Nina is starting to get a worker lead. I'm Canning about to have a 4th base of his own. He does have both Zelnaga watchtowers, though. And it's the Observer where the Phoenix is going to clean the crap out of Nina's Observer right there. And, yeah, it is looking pretty good for both players. Army supply in favor of Nina still. M. Canning making a ground switch going into Dark Templars. And Nina going to go assault with the Stalkers. Attempt to assault with the Stalkers in the 4th. She has to be careful. She may just go for a couple snipes and get the hell out of there, which would probably be pretty wise when she sees the army. and isn't going to be able to do so right quick. Fortunately, she killed 3 of the Phoenixes, because the Phoenixes are actually helping that fight pretty well. She doesn't want to engage this army head-on, and the Stalkers are going to have some trouble getting out of there. Actually, let's take a look at the trades there. Looking a little bit in favor of Nina. She lost some workers earlier, which is inconsequential now. Army size in favor of M. Canning just now. But Nina still eking on the income advantage, which she's had most of the game. It's actually toe-to-toe a bit. Nina now going into another Robo and into Disruptor Tech. As most of the Phoenix has gone off. There's going to be an Archon. Oh, an Immortal drop from M. Canning at a late time. Nina with a 5th base going down. M. Canning has that Xel'Naga Watchtower, so he sees it. And that's probably where he's going to pressure. Nina does have some static in her main base, and Charge is just now going to finish up. As Nina is going to go try to take the fight. Yeah, Charge is finished. Observer is going down. Phoenixes are cleaned up. And Nina has reclaimed the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Hallucinated Phoenix going to go over for a scout. And fall just short for M. Canning. Okay, M. Canning going to do a Fleet Beacon and a Robo Bay of his own. And Nina's going to complete this 5th Nexus pretty shortly. Alright. Here comes a fight. Disruptor's out on the map yet. Or at least in the engagement. Nina's about to pop. But M. Canning is hoping to get into carriers. Getting his 5th base up in the top position. Nina does snipe a Observer as this is going down. We're going to start to see some saturation of the 5th and hopefully some relocation army units. Oh, that was a beautiful decision to go pressure the 3rd from there from Nina. He started to chisel on the workers a little bit. It is taking kind of an awkward fight. Army supplies both massive. Alright. And Nina's keeping the Disruptors back at home for now defensively. Battery overcharge has worn off. And she still is taking better fights. The shield upgrade is helping out, but M. Canning's about to have +3. She's going to go against that for a bit, but Nina does have +3 going down as well, which eventually will kick in, but not during the fight. Unfortunately, there's Dark Templar in the mix. I don't think Nina realizes this, but I don't think it matters. She does realize it, kills up most of the DTs, and is going to get the hell out of there after killing 10 workers. Most of the... Oh my god, the Observer even comes in killing the DTs. This is looking rough for the Can Man. Going in for the Immortal drop with some Zealots. Nina is going to clean that the heck up, though. And the trades looking very well in favor of Nina. Oh, the Disruptor, though. Oh, nice blank, but 2 Archons do fall. At this point, Nina with a massive army supply lead, though, and even chiseling away these workers long-distance mining is going to be a problem for M. Canning. Disruptor does fire. There's 1 Phoenix left to pick up another Disruptor, potentially, from the Can Man, though. M. Canning did get his 5th base established, but it's awkwardly out of position. A lot of workers gone down to 84 to 60 workers with the almost 2-to-1 army supply lead in a little bit. Potentially, especially if this Nova hits, which it will do some damage to the shield battery, and a little chiseling on the Archons, which will be healed from it. Another Disruptor goes down, falls short. Yeah, didn't really catch anything from Nina. And, well, battery overcharge is activated, but we got more and more Nova's being fired. GG's called, and Nina takes the game in 14 minutes flat. In an exciting game number 1 of this series. Seemed to start out a little slower, but we picked up some momentum pretty quickly there. And again, apologies to those of you looking forward to some other series. All right. Here we go. Moving on to game 2 of this series. Damn, Creature already 2-0 to Epic? Holy shit. And already scored a report, 2-0. And welcome everybody. Thank you for the follows again. If you're new here, smash that follow button. It don't cost you anything. Moving on to game number 2 of our first series. Spotting in the bottom right-hand corner of Cosmic Staffire in the red, give it up for M. Canning, our Protoss player. And surprise, another Protoss in this PvP. It is Nina from License to Kill in the blue. Taking it with a 1. Oops, let's fix this. That's why I haven't scored with a 1-0. Can the Can Man come back 2 games and advance to the closed qualifiers? Both American Northeastern players, by the way. Ooh, I'm Canning either looking for a proxy or looking for something cheeky. Let's see where this is going. He is looking like he's set up for a proxy. No, yep. Probably going to be a proxy Stargate at that location, but it could be a metagame proxy pylon. We'll see. And Cosmic Sapphire is a map where it's usually a little safer to open 2 gate. Ooh, Nina misplaced a pylon, it looks like, so that's going to set her back a little bit in terms of a bit here. Okay, what is Can Man doing? He has some cheeky play going. It is going to be a double gate opener for him, but I do have a hunch it's going to be 2 gate Stargate just from how he's postured out on the map. I don't really see why you do a Robo unless you had a War Prism. It's kind of an odd spot for a proxy Robo if he does, but it's starting to get to me. I don't know about you, chat. That probe. Okay, yeah, it is going to be a proxy. Nina, I'm just about seeing it. That's actually just close to the pathing, but clearly out of vision. Now, that could be a good Robo spot. Actually, that is going to be very well could be a proxy Robo. I'm trying to think of how. Stargate. The distance is longer, but it's just... it would be very weird. Yeah, creature is looking good. Dro with the great copy pastas. I want to see those copy pastas in chat. Some new ones. Double stalker opener from M. Canning and Nina. M. Canning with the Stargate. Nina may just go in for a Nexus. We'll see. She's wisely looking for proxies. But it does cancel the pylon a little earlier when she sees the stalker come out. Okay, did Nina scout that? Actually, let's take a look at Nina's vision. No, she did not. That was damn close to scouting. She's looking everywhere for proxies and just missed it. She's right on the money for her assumption that there is one. There is an Oracle coming out. Nina's looking everywhere. Actually delaying herself a bit. Going into a Robo. This is a Robo versus Stargate. And she's not going to have her Nexus where M. Canning will. Oh, this is funny. Oh my god. When does this happen, chat? Okay, the Oracle is scouted, so she has an idea where the proxy is now-ish. She's like, I looked down there. Heckin' Oracle. Oracle is going to zap down the probe, delaying the Nexus further. It's actually starting to get to be pretty huge. It's 3:30 in the game. Oh boy. So Nina is on 2-gate Robo for the moment. Does get her Nexus down eventually. M. Canning gonna have a significant lead, at least in terms of the Nexus. She is okay on workers. They're pretty even. But it's gonna start spiraling out for a little bit. They're going into Twilight to follow up. And M. Canning going for a Robo as well. The Oracle gonna kind of hide right there, but has taken a lot of hull damage. And, yeah, both players going for Blink Stalkers, presumably. No, it's just the Robo for M. Canning. He might just go right into, like, Disruptors, knowing him. Good job, chat. Good job with the stuff. Oh, yeah. All right, Probe does not scout the... Okay, wouldn't it be funny if Nina goes to proxy in response to the proxy that she has not found? It looks like she obviously has an idea where it is, but it's not going to be of consequence anymore. It's only the one Oracle. M. Canning not further investing in it. She gets a full scout, sees the Robo and the Forge with no Twilight. And yeah, see how this plays out. Worker production definitely in favor of M. Canning. And Nina is in position to take this. Oracle's going to need a full scout of everything. There's going to be a Warp Prism coming out. Hallucinated Phoenix going to see this on the back foot. And Nina already has an Observer, but M. Canning's going to be able to snipe this Observer with his own in just a moment. Proxy Stargate doing absolutely nothing, of course. And you know how it goes. You know how it'd be. Faster +1 Immortal for M. Canning, dropping 2 more gates, and then just now getting his Twilight. Returning home with the Oracle. Nina now going out the Warp Prism, which is scouted by the Proxy. Oh boy. So now she knows exactly where it is, but you know, funnily enough, has her own Proxy. Is going to try to take care of this. We're going to have a Zealot march across the map from M. Canning. The Scouter Zealot. Alrighty. Nina not going into the Forge. Yeah, just 3 Stalkers pressuring here. More to come. Warp Prism kind of getting out of the range of this. Is going to go in for a big warping. And the Stalker's going to clean up the pylon at least. As M. Canning mounts a defense. Nina is probably going to take a 3rd base, but the Zealot's out to try to deny it. Or come in and get some cheeky extra damage to pull her away from an assault. Okay, Nina, drop the Nexus. Drop the next. No, she's not going to drop the Nexus. Zealot's getting the probe and warping and commencing on the other side. M. Canning again going into charge a lot of mortal. Nina not really doing anything else now. I think just throwing a little apart. She is going to get a Nexus down though against Mr. 1 Zealot. Beautiful stasis wards though. Oh no, Nina loses a lot of probes to stasis number 1, or a lot of Stalkers. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But does have 2 sentries that, okay, segments the army away. Doesn't see the other Stasis Ward. So Mr. Stasis Wardy in trouble. Nina gonna try to get the rest of this army off. A little personal escort, and we're gonna see some force field from the Can Man. Oh no, this is not going well for Nina. Nina's 3rd base getting chiseled away at by 1 Zealot. She takes a lot of hull damage. She's behind on upgrades. She's going right into a Robo Bay, however, as a response to this. 4 Stalkers versus a Zealot is not going to end well for him. But the trade's looking in favor of M. Canning significantly. That said, he's going to go for a 3rd base as well as to make matters worse for Nina, as he has an upgrade advantage going into +2, where she doesn't even have a... Okay, she doesn't even have a Forge. She's going just right into double Robo Disruptor. M. Canning going back out with the Oracle again. And is going to try to find some value there. Kind of an exposed Robo Bay when you think it's PvP. Stalkers can definitely go for a snipe on that. And especially if there's aggressive units like Immortals. Well, the tanky boys. Nina does have her 3rd a little faster. She could start catching up here. Is going to have her first Forge finish up shortly. No charge follow-up. She's just saving that gas for Disruptors, I guess. And their upgrades. That's double Forge. Actually, no, it is 1 Forge. I was like, where was that other one in production? It was non-existent. Eli M. Canning, true Reach Fire. Okay, M. Canning going with a Warp Prism of his own. Is going into Archons. Is going to have that upgrade advantage. Nina not even researching off her Forge. She's just building Photon Cannons. Would like to see that start happening. M. Canning does just finish his 3rd base of his own. Does have the army supply advantage, has the upgrade advantage, but he does not have Blink. So it's going to be charged lot. Archon with 2 Immortals. So the Disruptors actually can do pretty well. Depending on how many charge lots get warped in. Nice force fields though. That was pretty decent, as Bubbles would say. We even have a Zealot postured on each base of Nina's on their force, so M. Canning's already thinking ahead on that for a drop. Warp Prism going in and counter for Nina. She's going to try to get a warping of her own. Again, she forgot charge even. So outside of the Robotech, she's dropping some gates. Doesn't have anything really to defend against this disrupt. It's an Immortal drop, okay. He's decided to pick this apart. Is going to try taking him with these Zealots. Okay, M. Canning's losing some of these. The Oracle harass. He's going for a stasis. Oh, gonna be shot down right away by the Zealots, the Cannons, and the Stalkers trying to defend this with a couple of charge lots warping in. Now we're gonna make short work of the Immortals, and that Warp Prism is potentially in jeopardy. Stasis Word is going to be denied as the Oracle is killed too. M. Cannon losing some units finally, and Nina securing a 4th base as M. Canning does. Trade's starting to normalize a little bit more. Army supply advantage in favor of M. Canning as the upgrades are, but Nina with a slight tip of the razor blade of a lead in economy. All right. And if you guys want to see in real time and be cheaters, you can check these games out from Nina and M. Canning's perspective on their streams. All right. So the beauty of these two is, you know, neither one of them are stream sniping each other. Dark Templar warping from M. Canning. I don't think Nina has... yeah, she has this, an observer here. She's going to try to fight this. She's not blinking away. Zealot and 2 Stalkers going to clean up the rest of this. Warp Prism is destroyed for M. Canning. And Nina is starting to get some upgrades again. M. Canning going into the Stargate upgrade again. Switching into a couple Phoenixes to counter the Disruptors. Nina going for a warping of her own, hopefully. Again, no charge is research from Nina, but she is going for a Dark Shrine on the other side of the map. It is looking like a pretty good SimCity from M. Canning. But again, he's behind on... Actually, he's caught up on workers. He's going to actually secure a 5th pretty soon. So, some good harass from M. Canning. But ultimately, Nina with a pretty damn good defense is starting to trade a little better. Just would like to see her just get charged down at least. Ah, there we go, finally. Nothing like a classic, just sub 12-minute charge. Very fast, Kappa. Alrighty. Gonna be a very well-positioned army at the 4th base for M. Canning, but Nina going in for a DT charge lot. Actually, this is all Dark Templar. Zealot may scout. I think it just was outside of range. The Warp Prism's out of position, but there's so many cannons here. This is going to be rough for Nina to find any damage in this base, and I bet you they're everywhere. 4 DTs going in. Is going to be surrounded. That Warp Prism looks like it's going to go down, though. Battery overcharge is going to be a bit of a problem. Some DTs being saved. Not target firing the workers because Nina is pushing out into this 3rd base. Disruptors going in, getting some damage on the static, but that's about it. That's about it, folks. Alright, what's going on here? We do have charge lot DT run by into a bunch of Phoenixes, so the Phoenixes are scouted. M. Canning throwing some Zealots out. Nina not with a 5th base, so I think M. Canning's 5th was denied. Through all that. Alright, we gotta step it up here. Hey, thank you for the follow. Whomever that was. Alright, let's take a look at what's going on here. Got an engage, a counterattack from M. Canning, who's leading in supply, but a lot of this is Phoenixes. Nina's going Colossi? I guess a couple Colossi going out, it's not too bad, considering there's a lot of Zealots, but with the Phoenixes, it's kind of questionable. Nina have some Archons with this army. She does not. It's all Stalker, Blink Stalker, Disruptor. Does have charge. M. Canning going into the Fleet Beacons, though. At the same time, oh no, these are looking pretty rough from the Can Man. Nina does get some value on those Novas, but she has to be damn careful because of all the Phoenixes. Extended Thermal Lance being researched from Nina is a very questionable move. As M. Canning goes into shields because he has +3 ground weapons. Nina just on +2. Very strange game, and my eye has an eyelash stuck in it. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my god, the DTs from Nina actually wreaking havoc, killing the natural, absolutely bodying it. Is Nina going to recall? She does. And saves the DTs after. She's going to morph them into Archons. Gotta love to see it. Neither player take... Oh, M. Canning trying to get the gold base. Loses his natural, which is pretty mined out. He's going to try to retake it again. And the army supply pretty even. But M. Canning starting to get into a position where he's in a good spot for Robo. But the Phoenixes are jumping on top of the Archons, straightening out. Are going to get some liftoffs. Going to chisel at the Colossi. But you know something? The Archons doing the work for Nina. And that's a big component of M. Canning's army. Unfortunately, the Immortals are doing a lot of work. Disruptors are lifted. a couple Phoenixes chiseling away at this. But Nina, I think, is just taking a better fight. She's trading more efficiently. And the Phoenixes were not the call from the Can Man. That was not a good call. The Colossi, very questionable, but I guess it was, you know, it works, it checks out when you're talking about Zealots and such, but the problem is, there were Phoenixes for that. But at the end of the day, the DT Archons ended up being pretty based. Oh my god, battery overcharge is activated. And this could be the end of the Can Man. It is 8 armies supply to 47. M Canning keeping Nina off a base. He's playing extra greedy though. Did get that gold base behind it, trying to hope for some kind of momentum. Nina going toward +3, but no, it's going to be a clean sweep. And just about, let's say, just about 30 minutes of that series. I received a new friend request. Join the club, people. Could be anybody. Alright, so that was the series there. We'll see who is up. Patty Mac versus Nino. See what we're up to. Patty Mac versus... All right. Okay, we'll go Namshar Reaper. We're gonna go Namshar Reaper. The prediction will be closed. All the M Canning folks betting, I'm sorry for your points. Ms. Nina is going to take that series, and we're going to be going on to Namshar versus Reaper. Alrighty. I know everybody wanted more either Canning or Nina, but the Cranky Ducklings are getting Patty back versus Nina, which would be a good one too. But I'm going to like this one. We have a total switch up here and do another mirror matchup. This time, we got ourselves a Zerg versus Zerg. We got ourselves a ZVZ here on inside and out in the upper right-hand corner. Representing License to Kill, give it up for our cheesy Zerg player. It is Reaper. In the green. And his opponent in the blue. Give it up for Psystorm Gaming's Namshar. This should be a cool one. I've not caught Namshar in a minute. And thank you, whoever did this. Should be a good one. We got a ZVZ for you folks. Ah, there we go. Thank you, guys. You got it, I think. Anyway, gonna be a hatch first for both, and honestly, a pretty honorable opener, it would appear. But realistically, let's see how everything checks out. Drone count, little lower for Reaper. He's doing cheeky. And Eben's still gonna play. That's fantastic news. I've not wanted to bother the poor guy in school. Yep, there's a classic Reaper opener right here. We're gonna see an extractor cancel. Look at him, cheeky cheek man over here. Gas is a little behind. He's got that earlier pull significantly. Everything's gonna check out, and he's just gonna have just enough workers to saturate, have a decent amount of drones on the line, and he's still gonna end up with some pretty quick. I have a feeling how it all pans out, it's gonna be pretty quick link speed. By virtue of the pool finishing first. No, it's gonna be about the same there. He's gonna have more links, maybe. I don't know. It's Reaper, guys. What goes in this guy's head? We shall never know. Queen coming up over here, and we're gonna see that little bit delayed hatch from Mr. Namshar, as it was more of a standard opener than a Reaper. The Reaper's gonna have two very fast queens, being able to inject and just start pumping out units. Reaper not going for... Yeah, he's staying on gas. Reaper is not going for link speed. He hasn't built a single ling yet. He's jumping right in on this Overlord, though. Namshar looking like he's going to lose that Overlord.